Well, I didn't grow up in a home where we talked about God or went to church, so I didn't have any introduction at that stage in my life. In high school, I remember seeing the Christian group at high school, and it was puzzling because most of them were very judgmental, but there was one individual that stood out as very loving and respectful of everybody. Went into the university, again, nothing to do with Christianity at all, but required to do a reading for my philosophy class, and it was on Abraham and Isaac. And that story really bothered me because somehow I had a sense that God was good if he did exist. And in that story, there was a real dissonance for me, and I wanted to understand the story. Anyway, graduated from university. I had no idea what I wanted to do, and a job was offered for me to go work for the Royal Bank. So I started working in Toronto, making money, living a good life, a big social life. And the bank transferred me after about 2 years in Toronto, and had to go to Brantford. So I left behind all of my social circle and go to Brantford, needing to make new friends and establish myself there. And one of the things that happened was Christian radio. I would have turned that off in the old days, and all of a sudden now I'm in Brantford, I turn it on and I start listening, and I'm eager to know. I want to know. And I'm at work one day and I see a girl who prays before she eats her lunch, and I ask her, how can I learn more? And she told me to go to Sunday school, that there was adult Sunday school down the road. So I went to church. And there I met some great people and started learning. And that moved me into having to make a decision. Am I going to believe this or am I not? And I'm in my kitchen one night and knowing that I need to make a decision. And I remember saying to God, I'm going to choose to believe this. I have a lot of questions. You're going to have to take me this way. And I step over the line on the linoleum floor, and I stepped into believing. And over a period of time, there was another kitchen experience for me, and it was recognizing that not only was I needing to believe it up here, but there was something that needed to change here. And so I have a conversation with God again. I need you to change my heart. I need you to forgive me. And I was sorry for a lot of things in my life. And I wanted to be changed. And so another line is crossed in the kitchen. And the next time, it's a recognition that I'm going to be living life probably as a single parent on my own. And I needed to have a real experience of God's love. This is again in the kitchen, just a month-and-a-half-old baby. And I'm on the floor this time crying and saying, God, I need to know you love me. Not just in word, because I do believe your word, but I need to know it experientially. And that time I felt God answer me in a way that gave me a hug and the words, my love will be more than sufficient for you forever. And so I stood up, and I'm living in that truth every day. If I look back, that's what I would say my whole life has been, is that God was always graciously pursuing me with love and patience and forgiveness and freedom. And as soon as you open yourself up to that, you can receive it.